Hello, welcome to Benjamin Tree. Today we're going to be learning about the functions find and search. These two functions are very similar where they find where a certain piece of text starts within a string. If you look at the two functions, they're almost identical. In the first function, find, we have three inputs. We have find text, what text we want to find. The next input is within text, where we're searching for this text. And the last one is start number. This means where do we want to start our search? What position? If you don't put it in, then it just assumes you're going to be starting at the beginning of the string. So start num is optional. You can see that search looks almost exactly the same as find. The first input is find text, the second input is within text, and the third input is start num. We're going to look at how these different functions work and see that there are a few differences between them. So let's start off by looking for a small p in the word Penelope here. So we're going to start with the find function. So we type in equals find, and then we put our first parentheses. The find text that we want is the small p, and then the text that we are searching is going to be Penelope. And when we close these parentheses and we search, it says that the first P is located at the seventh character in the text Penelope. Now let's look at the function search. We're going to start off by saying search. Then we're going to have our find text, which is the small p. Then we're going to be searching within Penelope. And we close this function, and the result is 1. So the first difference between find and search is that it's case sensitive. When you use find, if you look for small p, it will only look for small p's. If you use the function search and you look for a small p, it will find the first p, whether it's big or small. So if we do the same practice with find and search but using a capital P, we'll see that the results are going to be different. So we go into find, capital P, inside of Penelope. It gives us the result of 1. And if we have the search and we look for a capital P inside of Penelope, it also gives us the results of 1. So find is looking for the first capital P, and search is just looking for the first P. Now, we have some special characters that we can use to help increase our search range. So what happens here, we're looking for the dash in Bonnie and Clyde. So if you look here, we have a question mark and we have an asterisk. So the question mark here, it says, look for this dash plus any character in front of that dash. These can only be used with the function search. Find will only look for the exact character, while search will look for the character plus any extra search you want to do using the characters question mark and asterisk. So let's take a look at what happens. We type in equals search, and we're going to be looking for any character plus a dash, and this is going to be inside the text Bonnie and Clyde, or Bonnie dash Clyde. So when we do this, it comes out with the 6. So what happens is you see BONNIE, 6 is that question mark, is that any character, and then the dash. So it returns the value of 6 because it says any character plus a dash starts at the 6th character. Now let's see what happens if we do an asterisk. Again, we have to use search. We can't use find for this. So we type in search, looking for an asterisk plus a dash, and it's going to be within the text Bonnie and Clyde. Now what happens is it gives us a 1. An asterisk says search any sequence of characters. So it says here's the dash, and here's all of these characters before the dash, and this starts at 1. So an asterisk can give you a wider search range, while a question mark will only give you a search of 1 extra character. Now, if we do a search with question mark, dash, what do you think the results are going to be? Let's find out. So we're going to type in search, then we're going to look for question mark, and a dash. We're going to be looking for, whoops, I need to add a comma there. And we're going to be looking for it within Bonnie and Clyde, and the results will be 5. So it says it's looking for 2 characters, any characters, plus the dash, and so the 2 characters plus the dash starts at the 5th position in Bonnie-Clyde. Now you might be asking, what if I want to look for an actual question mark or an actual asterisk? There's a special way you can do that. So we're going to be looking in the phrase, are you okay, for where the actual question mark is. So if we type in search, again, these special searches can't be used in find. We have to use the special one, search. And we're going to be looking for the text of a question mark within are you okay. We just have the plain question mark. It's going to give us the 1 because it says look for the first of any character, and that will be the A. If we're looking for an actual question mark, we're going to put the tilde, this squiggly line, in front of the question mark. And this tells Excel, look for the exact question mark, not any character. When we type enter, it gives us the 13th. It says that the question mark is at the 13th position. So now that you have a better idea of how to use find and search, go ahead into the practice of finding spaces. We have a list of city names with their ice hockey teams, and use the find function and find out where are these spaces located between the 2 names. We're going to practice looking for spaces because we're going to be using the find and search functions in more complicated functions. And so if we want to separate out words later, we want to find where the spaces are. So go ahead and practice finding the spaces between these 2 words. And when you finish, you can find your answers at the answer key down here. Well, thank you very much for using Benjamin Tree, and we hope you learned a lot today. Have a great one.